Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos taking on the Carolina Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start. But I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Panthers head out for their initial drive, and at the helm is their second-year quarterback now, the #1 overall pick from 2023, Bryce Young.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down, so this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Ready, 10 flat.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for Brooks a week ago. 18 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Young's throw complete there to Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Young going to give to Brooks. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Here's 3rd and 7. Young working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's is able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Fights loose. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. You look at this Carolina defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
On third down, here's Williams. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw on second down is Young. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Young. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
This will be fielded at the 17. Nice punt, but good work on the return to give back 11 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing on second down, Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 33. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Will Lutz on for the point after. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Young off the play fake. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Browning, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Oh, fighting off the defender. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 3rd and 2. Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Nix finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. Touchdown Broncos. Tim Patrick as time expires in the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, and it's the Saints who are out in front. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. Next, we'll stay in the NFC West as we head up through Oregon and on to Seattle to check on the Seahawks. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Tyler Lockett, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception. It was a terrific first half for the rookie first-round pick, Bo Nix. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They start the second half here with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll go play action with Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
11 more on that one and another first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw is Nix. That is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the shotgun, it's Young. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Young. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, Young again. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Young will set to throw. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. On play action, here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll get it inside the 35. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Now it's Nix. That is caught, and he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Working out of the gun is Nix. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They give it to Williams, running right. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
125 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Denver,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. we'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And here's Trenton Gill now. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. 2nd such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And he's coming off a season where he showed everyone that he was worth every single penny he was given. He now has 2 MVP trophies on his resume and was on the verge of adding a Lamar Hunt trophy to go with it. Unfortunately, things didn't work out in his favor, but make no mistake about it. He's truly one of the most electrifying players in the NFL. As long as he's the man under center, they'll always be in championship conversation.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. He's got his 6'5 receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one, and leads to a 1st down.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question.
There he goes, right side.
Still going.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Javonte Williams, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Play action. Now Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running from the gun with Henry.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. But you look at this Bronco defense.
Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, #1 versus #1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in
Possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point. This 2nd and 4. They run it again with Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so. And that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the 1st down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's now down the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Reynolds will go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Two yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Raven offense heading out. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already. And they'll try to sort things out here as they begin with a first down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. Jackson now.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Nix to the air.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
So many times in my...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Reynolds will go in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to the 39.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you, too, in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, and it's the Bengals who are out in front. Zach Moss, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. C.D. Lamb with a touchdown catch from Dak Prescott. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Josh Palmer, a touchdown reception. It was former Tar Heel Javonte Williams with the solid first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Henry out of the pistol. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
In motion, Aguilar.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep.
And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
2nd and 5. In motion, Aguilar. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Johnson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Nix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 7. First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin.
And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 43-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Trying for it with Pirine.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson
This will go to Henry out wide. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. Jackson, options out left. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Second down and 6 now. An option give now to Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets him back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Broncos about set to go on offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Now on 2nd and 10, here's Nix again. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Ravens taking the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Now Jackson.
Flush to his right. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Throwing, Jackson.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Jackson.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Jackson to throw.
He's got, oh no, he lost the football. And unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. And defensively, maybe an op.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. One last shot for Jackson.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Broncos, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Today, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Right to the air goes Nix. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The first carry now. This is Williams. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Up the middle, it's Williams. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 13 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
And last week he had another touchdown to his total. He continues to be the #1 scorer in the league in terms of rushing touchdowns. And what more can you do to help your team than find the end zone?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This is 2nd and 8. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. To throw is Nix. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now 3-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
But you look at this Bronco defense.
They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
And Marvin Mims deep for Denver.
This is fielded at the 27. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Mahomes to throw once more. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
That one caught by Rice.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in.
but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now 2nd and 5. Now it's Nix. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Touchdown! Tim Patrick, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen.
Appreciate the like and the share. Hope you're doing well.
Driving home to turn
Much
on
love.
Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Appreciate you.
So that drive spanned 5 plays.
Thanks for the lurking.
And a touchdown by the Broncos.
Appreciate all of you guys stopping by. Much love.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the grab. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Mahomes throw complete there to Rice.
Appreciate you, Ryan. Much love.
First of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Hope you're doing good, Ryan. Appreciate you.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll check this one.
I'm just
down
trying to get
Pacheco.
that touchdown before the halftime.
Another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Butker's kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you, too, in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. Rome Odunze, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Alvin Kamara with 2 touchdowns thus far. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And currently they are tied with the visiting Bills in that one.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. On the return is the rookie Xavier Worthy. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. In motion left is Rice. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Pacheco. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2 yards to go, second down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. Now here's Mahomes. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll take this down inside the 45. Motion man right is Rice. He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Kadarius Toney
From a yard out.
And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Williams. And shutting him off, now open field.
53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Javonte Williams with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second
I'm doing
down.
good. How are you doing tonight, Ultra? Appreciate you stopping by. Much love to you.
While he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
Appreciate you stopping by, Ultra. Appreciate you.
They'll drop to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate.
I try to
guys
support
like
you
the
as much as I
scrambler or
can.
the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee
No,
he
thanks
told
for
his
giving me
defensive
good
coordinator,
field
"Have
position
you
there,
guys up
Chiefs."
and ready. I'm willing to go for it here.
Nice.
If we
Let's
don't
go.
get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Right.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. 2nd and 6. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:52 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Here's Mahomes. Finding Kelsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's complete to Tony. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Here's 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. Can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Denver, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos taking on Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Falcons make their way out behind their new quarterback for 2024, signed back in March, the veteran Kirk Cousins.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
First play, here's Cousins. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. But the numbers for London last week, 6 catches, 90 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, and now it's second down. If you look at this Bronco defense, it's quite a unit, #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
And he really established himself as one of the best quarterbacks in the country a season ago. 45 touchdown passes and only 3 interceptions. A dynamic athlete, processes a lot of information in a short amount of time, and puts his team in a great position to win on each and every down. You don't break the NCAA record for highest completion percentage without having all those attributes, and I think that he'll translate very well in Denver.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for Williams a week ago,
pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3rd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. On the counter, here's Williams. Fighting his way through contact. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw, here's Nix. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Samaje Perine, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Samaje Perine. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. As they've got it as we resume action. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Cousins throw into the hands of Pitts here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Cousins again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Again, it'll be Algier. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kirk Cousins keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, this is where it pays to have a quarterback you can trust with the ball in his hands. Normally you want him throwing or at least trying to make this an option. But here, this is a straight run, a QB draw, and he reads things perfectly and takes it into the end zone.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Knicks now on 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. On 2nd down, Williams. He gets away from one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Knicks on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Knicks. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Knicks to throw on 1st down. Open man, and again it's Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Cousins. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Rondale Moore from 6 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, 75 yards. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. First down, here's Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Again, it's Cousins. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Back to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. A touchdown on the ground there for James Cook. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson, strong as usual in the victory as his guys run their record now to 7-3. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Joe Mixon's replacement, Zach Moss, a touchdown run. It was a terrific first half for the rookie first-round pick, Bo Nix. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And fighting down inside the 25. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Nix to the air. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Cousins. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Now motion left with Mooney. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
To throw is Cousins.
Throw left side. There's London. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there.
He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches.
Nice. What'd you have for dinner?
On 1st and 10, here's Nix.
Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down and 4.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
To throw is Nix. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
Yes, this is a very close game.
And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Throwing is Cousins. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And just shutting him off there. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Give him a show.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Well, there's the always dangerous Rondale Moore. He and this offense ready to begin the upcoming series. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
This 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Cousins. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, Cousins. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and sending him back on the
they're
side.
pissed.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed
They're
to
mad.
the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time,
They're
someone's
mad.
going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks.
Ooh, they're not
This whole
happy
day,
right now.
It's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Fielded at the 43. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They run it again with Williams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Off the draw, here's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So they hadn't called on him at all in until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A quick throw there is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. A give to Williams, running right. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Cousins to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Let's go, Pete, tighten up. Let's go, Pete, tighten up.
They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Broncos, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
Alright guys, that's going to be the end of the stream for tonight. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you all for coming out. Peace.